What are your thoughts on introducing one's own children to Zen principles? Having little kids myself, I think talking about the form of the practice or the philosophy, that's not so important. Like when kids get older, especially my son, he's 8 now, he sees dissatisfaction in the world. He sees people when they're not happy. Here's stuff in the news, what people are doing to each other. So I always point to that about how to be a human being from that place. And also, I think it's more important is to live the practice rather than preach the practice. I mean, how many of you followed what your parents said? I know I didn't, right? So better than saying or talking is actual being an example. And that means trying to perceive what's in front of you and helping, doing something clear and helpful. I think that's more important. Then later, maybe they start asking. So my son's at the age where he sees me. Where is it? I don't have it with me. Oh, yeah. Using a mala, right? So he's asking questions. He's telling his friends I'm a Zen teacher, this kind of stuff. Like he's getting to the place where he's interested in the form part of it. And I've noticed that with all people, just talk down to earth. Buddhism isn't esoteric, neither is Zen. People can relate to dissatisfaction, not getting what they want, or getting what they want and losing it, or getting what they want and want more, or it's not enough. People understand that, and that's how we should be connecting with people. And from that place, they'll come to you and probably ask you questions about Zen practice. Then you can talk to them. Zen Master Sung Song once said there's 4 ways to helping somebody. First, give them what they need or want. Second is to encourage them, say good things to them, right? Third is to teach them the Dharma. But he said most people won't listen. Some people will. Like people come here and they ask questions about Zen and meditation. That's a little different. But, let's look at the world as a whole. Probably most people don't want to listen to what you have to say. So he said, together action is the best way to help. That's the 4th way to help people. That means you connect with them. Because if you connect with their minds, then there's trust, right? So I've done that plenty of times. When I first started practicing Zen, my parents were like, whoa, what is Zen? And to say something even crazier, I was going to do a 3-month retreat and then become a monk afterwards. So they were really worried. I did it anyways. But when I started monastic training and I would visit my parents, which was about once a year, I would never talk about Zen or monastic training or any of that stuff. I just did what they did. My mom used to like to go out and listen to music. So I'd go out and listen to music. I ate whatever my dad made, even though it wasn't maybe something I would eat, right? Because you're making that mind-to-mind connection. Then it was interesting, right? So, if I started saying, oh, I can't eat this or I don't do this because I'm a monk and that's bad and that's not clear, you're creating a disconnection between people. So together action means your mind and their mind connect. And then later, I noticed some years later, my mom was noticing some change in me. I didn't notice, but she did. But more importantly, she started asking questions about life and about Zen. She was raised Catholic and even went to a Catholic high school. So, she had big questions like, well, I love you and your brothers. Like, I could never imagine punishing you. So why would God send people to hell? These kind of big questions in her head. That all came from together action. And I think that's most important.